Hey guys, this is Apollo here, and today I'm doing a review of the 124 skill high grade Gundam Deathscythe. Alright, here is the Deathscythe itself. Now I gotta say, this is a very simple build, a very easy build, and a very quick build. I finished within I think 3 hours at most. Even with all the paneling and all these little paint jobs I had to do, it's pretty fast actually. So yeah, quick build, pretty nice, a little fun build. So yeah. So let's go on details. So details wise, basically the colors, basically got the very midnight blue, yellow, red for the chin, across you count that. White for the some parts of the torso and most of the legs. Is this yellow? Okay, yellow for the V-fin and some accents on the torso and the shoulders, and beigeish gray for the backpack and the front skirts. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, black for the feet as well. Pretty interesting color choice. So yeah, into the stickers. Well, so yeah, it's pretty good. Take the picture real quick. Okay. Right. So in terms of stickers, well, it's pretty good actually. So you've got the eyes for the camera, back of the head, and then the V on the crotch. That's it. So yeah, color separation is pretty good in this kit. Now, as for any other regular high grades in the HGAC line, there's seam lines are to be expected. Now, basically, there's a seam line on the arm here. The shoulders cover most of the seam line. The only thing you need to worry about is like one yellow on the tip here, right here. It could be a panel line, whatever. I guess the torso, if you count that as a panel line, as a seam line. What else? The legs are, I mean, that's obvious, but this is a little bit hard to clean because I'll see more in articulation actually when I go through that. And yeah, I mean, I think as far as the seam lines for the most part, but I mean, even so, I mean, for this little small high grade, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good, I would say. Alright, for articulation, well, it's alright, I suppose. The head is on a double ball joint, so the head doesn't go that much down, well, somewhat. For the back, side to side, rotate, not a lot. The arms, okay, the arms are pretty interesting because it is connected to a polycap, but there is a hinge that allows you to swing. Okay, it can swing forward, but if you push a little bit, you can swing a little further. Not much of a difference really, but okay, it's there if you want that. And then the arms are molded so you can go all the way around. The arms can only go about that far, but there is a hinge in this thruster. If you push that in, you can actually swing a little further, which is very neat because I mean that's the design of the mobile suit, so they had to work around with that. Rotation below the shoulder, double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrist, torso, double ball joint. So it doesn't add crunch, but because of the hinge on the waist, you can actually swing the torso and the back skirt forward, and then you can rotate all the way around, which is pretty interesting. Front skirts are more together because separate them like I do. Side skirts are on a hinge and swivel could be tight. Back skirts on a hinge for once. The hips, okay, the hips are basically on that swinging mechanism, so it can actually swing forward like that. Yeah, and the hips can go, the legs can go forward that far. If the back skirts out of the way, that much back. Side skirt out of the way. I think above that far, first side skirt pops off. Rotation the hip. Double jointed knee. This is the normal bend, but if you unlock the okay, this is a little bit of a nitpick really. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I appreciate the fact that they have this little system where if you okay, not pop out the kneecaps, but just unlock this armor, you can actually bend this a little further. I appreciate it, but the thing is, it's pretty hard to move actually, and it is locked into place. I mean, there is a click when you bend that knee, or you unlock this knee actually. So I mean, I appreciate the fact they have this, but they don't really have to, honestly. Okay, let me take this off. Yeah, see what I mean? It just has to. Okay, stop it. Okay, there we go. So you have to bend. All right. So put that back on, just to lock the knee. But again, I mean, it's nice they have that option, but I don't really think it's necessary, at least for me. But I mean, if I bend more, then I mean, it's a good gimmick. So I'm saying it's a fine gimmick, but not my type actually. And then the ankles, there's on a polycap hinge, so it goes forward and back about that far. And then the ankle is on a ball joint. It can tilt, so not too bad, I suppose. And there's a ball joint on the ankle armor, which is really tight, I must say. And then there's a hinge on the toe. You can actually move it. Okay, you can move. Yeah, you can move it actually. Yeah. And then the backpack, the thruster here can move. Like left to right, pretty neat, and a little bit up and down. And then the hyper jammers on swivel joints. So articulation, yeah, it's pretty good for what it is. I mean, like I said, I really like the fact that knees have this this gimmick, but again, because of how a little complicated this gimmick is, I don't think. Okay, I'm really neutral on this knee gimmick. I mean, overall the articulation is alright, good. I like the fact that these thrusters can get out of the way, so you can actually move your arms out further. This knee joint, well, it's good, but I feel it's not necessary, at least for me, because it just is a little bit tight. So I do worry about this breaking someday if I'm not careful. But overall articulation, it is good. Of accessories, well, let's have a manipulator. First of all, you do get 2 holding hands. You 2 get where is it? There we go. You got 2 open palm hands, a more relaxed pose, I suppose. Okay, and you also got 2 holding hands with a thumbs up. I remember this is from the standard originally, but this actually does have a use in this kit actually. Even though they say you can build this up, it's up to you and build this, but I feel these are pretty useful. It's pretty obvious why, because the main attraction of the Deathscythe itself is the beam scythe. So this is just the scythe on its own, and if you want, you get 2 effect parts, so you can actually. Okay, one is shorter and longer, depending how you're going to put it, how you're going to display it. So, personally, if I want to display it in the scythe mode, I would use the longer beam, like that. And then the scythe has a hinge, so you can actually swing it forward, so it becomes a naginata, or beam sphere, as they call it in the instructions, if I remember correctly. But, personally, if I want to display in the naginata mode, I just use a shorter blade, like that. Yeah, I mean, it works fine, but personally, I like to display in the scythe mode. So. Yeah, and then the Deathscythe can hold it in the hand like so. Then you take out the handle, and as I mentioned, if you want to make it more like so-called dynamic or more natural, you can actually take these hands, this hand, and just plug it in. That looks really natural. Like yeah, you can just you can do like that, and yeah, I mean, it looks natural. I mean, this even though this hand's optional, it does have a use in this kit, I would say. So that's the beam scythe. Let's give back the original holding hand and put the beam scythe right in there. All right, so that's one of the weapons. And next off, before I forget, you do also get a you get a closed version of the beam scythe, which does go in the back. Which I'm not gonna do it, because why? Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Actually, no, get away. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Anyways, that's for the beam scythe, and the next weapon you get is the Buster Shield. Pretty neat, pretty full. All the colors accurate, and good color separation. That's pretty neat. And then cool, and just peg it into the left arm like so. Now, I don't know why Bandai didn't do this. Okay, you can only peg the Buster Shield on the left arm. There's no hole on the right arm, so I guess if you want to put it right, so you can actually swap this around if you want, really. But I mean. I really wish there's a hole in the right. So I mean, for those who are like lefties, they can probably put the right Buster Shield on the right. Whatever, but it's okay. Not a huge deal really. And of course, since that Buster Shield has a gear system which opens this piece up, you can actually get this effect part and just let's take it out, just make it more safer. You can take this effect part and just plug it into the Buster Shield. And you hear a click, and it just stays in right there. There, really nice, pretty good. And the cool thing about this Buster Shield is that it has a hole on the bottom. Basically, if you want to make the Deathscythe launch this Buster Shield, you can actually put an action base. So that's a pretty neat little idea. I mean, I really like that. I mean, I'm not gonna display the Buster Shield it's flying out, but you know what? It is pretty cool. That is pretty neat. So yeah, that's sort of accessories. You don't get a lot, but I mean that's what the Deathscythe really comes with. And I will say, I mean, the beam scythe is pretty cool. The Buster Shield really looks amazing. I really love the color separation on this kit, on this accessory. But overall, I would say, yeah, I mean, for accessory, it's pretty good. You get a bunch of hand options. The beam side looks cool, and then the Buster Shield with the color separation being amazing, it's pretty nice. All right, for comparisons, well, I had to bring the RX-78, of course. Now here's a little bit of a weird thing. I mean, I know. Okay, if you didn't know, Bandai's way of making a 1/4 scale nowadays just like, they don't really care about the actual scale really. They just make it like in a way that's they don't care about scale actually. They just care about if it's close to 1/4 scale, make it that way. I think the reason why they do this is because they want to make the customization options for like the whole high grade line easier. But you know what, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, it is shorter than the RX-70 in a sense. It's supposed to be 60 meters tall, mind you. So this feels like 70 meters actually. While the RX-70 is like 18 meters, if I remember correctly. And what I mean by that, I want to take my wing and small about 17 shelf, but I'll just take out my crossbone because it is a small suit. Now, you see what I mean? This is okay. The crossbone is actually in scale. Like this is an actual scale of what's supposed to look like if it's like 144 times bigger. Deathscythe, this is I think it's taller. It's not supposed to be correct. It's supposed to be the height of the crossbone you see here actually. So yeah, that's a review. All right. That's a review of the high grade Gundam Deathscythe. Now this kit is pretty good, and it's pretty fun as well. So I must say it. So details, basically, the color separation is really good. Stickers minimal, which is pretty good. Seam lines, well, they could have done a bit better, honestly. But what you gonna do, really? I mean, it's high grade, so that's expected. Articulation is decent. I like how the effect thruster gives in, so that the arms can bend a little bit more. What else? The knees, although well, even though it is a good idea, personally for me, I wish that would be a little more simpler than that. Honestly, this is a little bit more complicated. That's what it seems. Accessories was pretty good. I mean, the Buster Shield, the color is really nice. I like the gear system it has on the cloth. The scythe is it's scythe. It does its job, and the effect part looks pretty cool. That stupid what should I call it? That stupid clothes one is pretty stupid, and you get hand options, which is pretty neat. Overall, it's a great kit. If you love the Deathscythe or Wing in general, or if you want a fun, quick and fun HG build, I say yeah, go for this kit. It's pretty good actually. So yeah, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching this review, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace out.